Welcome back. A healthy body is dependent on more than just dieting. Our levels of stress, you've got your mental wellness, and our gut all play a role in our physical well-being.
That's right. And here to discuss a way to get all of them in sync is Sherry Stoka from Weighless MD, along with Dr. Sean Talbot. He is the Chief Science Officer and Developer with, do you say Amare?
Amare, yep.
Amare. So excited to have you both here. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Sure.
It's interesting because I think we've been talking about this whole connection between all three for quite a while, and it's becoming more mainstream, but a lot of people don't understand it. Before we kind of get to that triangle, talk a little bit about what Amare is and why you partnered with it.
Yeah, so again, I think anyone who has heard me speak, I own a weight loss and wellness business, but I'm always talking about the importance of looking at other factors. And when I was introduced to Amare about a year ago, and I started to better understand what their mission was and what they were out there promoting, it just seemed to be a perfect fit because they're really ahead of the game when it comes to health and wellness and looking at all those pieces.
Right. Tell us why the connection between your gut and your mind.
Yeah, so at Amare, we're 100% focused on mental wellness, and the way that the new science is telling us to improve mental wellness, help people with their mood, help with motivation, reduce stress, help with mental focus and energy, is to look at the gut first. So much so that we call the gut the second brain. And so if you can get the gut balanced, you can help the brain work better, and if you can help the brain work better, then people have the motivation and the appetite control to help their body work better.
We've talked about that in the show, the fact that even they're talking about depression, anxiety, all those things are starting in your gut.
Starting in the gut.
And in telling your brain, you know, misfiring or missing the connection.
Right,
really.
we call that the gut-brain axis. And so if you want your brain to perform at its optimal level, you need to look at your gut first.
Yeah, I think it's incredible science and very backed up. Let's talk a lot about the B3 project and those study results, because that's really where some of this is coming from.
Right, so B3 stands for body, brain, and biome, with the idea that if you want to get your body in a better place, better muscle tone, less body fat, better cholesterol levels, those sorts of things, we look at your brain. Your brain can help with motivation and mental fitness so you make the right choices. And to get your brain right, we look at the biome. The bacteria in the gut are producing most of our neurotransmitters to help us feel happy or to help us feel motivated or help us feel resilient. So we put them all together in this one unique program that helps to balance all three.
Sherry, tell us about this program, because it's a 4-week, right?
Yeah, so we essentially took a lot of the information that Amare had developed and we kind of put a spin on it with our own, with the things that were important to us as a business. And so we developed a four-week program that is all online. So, you know, we really want this to get out to the masses, not just local people. And so we're using a lot of the products that Amare basically produced, which Dr. Talbot is the main researcher that developed these products. And again, you know, it's all about, you know, building that foundation in order to get the results that people come to see us for, which is weight loss. So that's essentially what we've developed to build that foundation.
It's amazing to me how often we see people talking about, I'm struggling to lose weight, it's not working for me, and then the conversation about how is your gut healthy? What kind of results are you seeing from this sort of approach?
Yeah, so in the clinical trial that we just did, we're seeing body fats go down, cholesterol is going down, blood sugar levels going down, stress hormones going down, and importantly, mood is going up. So I think that what Sherry's doing with her group is going to be amazing for people to not just help them with how they look, but also how they feel. And once you get both of those together, they really feed off each other.
And it keeps going up.
That's right.
You know?
Right. I'm really into the how-tos. I want to know, okay, how do you know what's in my gut? How do we start? What's step one?
Yeah, well, you can look at symptoms. You know, that's probably the easiest way to really assess what's going on. But we also do a lot of different specialty testing that can look at very specific bacteria, viruses. I mean, we have so much that lives within us that we have to create a balance. And, you know, in conventional medicine, we're not looking at those things, and we really need to start looking at those things. So there's different ways, but the easiest is kind of looking at the symptoms and how people are feeling.
Well, it's not as easy as just taking a probiotic, right? Because you have to really figure out what's specific to your body, what your body is really doing. You're not the same as your neighbor or your friend or your spouse, right?
Right, exactly. And you know, I think that idea of bringing the gut microbiome into this conversation is finally going to give people that traction with their program. Yeah, we were talking before we came on. So many people will try to diet and they'll try to exercise more, and their weight doesn't budge, and they don't feel good, and they get discouraged. And so if you can get all of this signaling balanced, the exact way that they're going to be doing it in their program, people can finally gain traction and start to see some results.
I've heard people say, this is just how my body must want to be in terms of weight. This is just my genetics. Do you think that's true, or do you think everyone has kind of an ability to lose the weight that they want?
Well, I'll say there's a certain part of the genetic piece of it, but more of what happens in your body is determined by your bacteria. You know, most of us are only a couple of % difference in our genetic profile, but we have a lot of diversity in our gut, and if we can get that balance in the right direction, man, it can change everything.
That's awesome. So I want to make sure everybody can sign up for your 4-week program. So this is something they can take advantage of right away. You've got this great special going on with Weighless MD. You can join Sherry. Sign up for the 4-week program. It includes the supplements. It's $3.99. Normally it's $4.99, so it's $100 off if you mention the Morning Blend. But that discount expires tomorrow. So you need to act now and decide if you want to get healthy and get this triangle in health, right? So 262 is the phone number, 226-2046 extension 2. That's how you reserve your spot for the discounted price. You can also email the email on your screen, which is Felicia@WeighlessMD.com to join up for that 4-week program.
That is a great price to get your life started again.
And including the supplements.
Right.
Yes.
That's pretty incredible. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
I love that.
So much.
Yeah, it's great.